Hello, my name is Karen, and I donated a kidney about 10 months ago as part of a paired kidney transplant so that my sister-in-law could get a transplant from another donor. I've been asked to record a video to tell my story. I honestly think I'm more nervous now than I was the day I went in for the surgery. This is kind of not my comfort zone, but I'm going to do the best I can and muddle through these videos, and hopefully they all come together seamlessly. I had never heard of paired donation until my coordinator here in this city had mentioned it. I think my preliminary results had come back showing that I wasn't a match with my sister-in-law to be a direct donor. They had a few other avenues they wanted to explore, some other donors that were stepping up. And she suggested that if they don't pan out, that maybe we could discuss being a paired donor. So she explained to me a bit about the program, and I thought that would be something I'd be interested in doing. So fast forward a year later, the other avenues had fallen through with regards to potential donors for my sister-in-law. I was contacted by the coordinator in my city, and we started the process for screening all the medical tests that are required to ensure that I'm healthy enough to donate. That took about a year. So over the course of that year, my sister-in-law's health continued to deteriorate considerably. It was definitely impacting everyone's life, her children, my brother, her family, our family as a whole. So I ultimately decided to participate in it pretty much from the get-go, as soon as I got the call from the coordinator to say that that they needed a new donor. And so that's what we did. We pursued that. Like I said, it took about a year. There was great communication between all the teams. There was the team in my city, the team that in the city where my sister-in-law was going to go to have her transplant, and then the team in the city where I was going to go to donate. In the beginning, we were told that I could possibly go anywhere in Canada within any of the transplant centers. So that was kind of exciting because as you can see, I have a map on my wall. My husband and I love to travel, so we thought, oh, this might be an opportunity to see some parts of Canada that we hadn't seen before. And so that's what we did. We followed through on the testing for the year with the support of my family. And it was almost a year later when we got the call. So that would have been last September. We got the call to say that they had found a match for me, and they had found a match for my sister-in-law, and we had about 2 weeks notice to kind of tie up some loose ends and get ready to travel. I didn't have any major specific concerns about our decision to do this. With regards to work, missing time, I'm self-employed. It was suggested I might need 6 to 8 weeks for recovery before I go back. I'm a massage therapist, so being on my feet all day, that was doable, being self-employed. With regards to finances, we had support from our family, and I was put in contact with our provincial donor transplant program. They provide funding to help pay for expenses associated with the travel. With regards to the entire screening process, I've had a few people say to me, oh, weren't you nervous about getting all those tests done? What if they found something? I kind of looked at it like, wow, well, if they found something, then it would give me an opportunity to perhaps address a medical concern that I wouldn't have been aware of otherwise until I became symptomatic. So for me, it was a win-win. If I get a clean bill of health, then I can go ahead with the donation. And if they find something, then it gives me an opportunity to perhaps address it before it became a problem. So in an attempt to kind of wrap up my experience and summarize it with the paired program, and to give you a bit of an update about where we are, this week marks 10 months since our surgeries, my sister-in-law and I. She recently went back to work. It's been about maybe 2 months, and she was out for 2 years, maybe a bit more. So that's a huge milestone for her. I met with my physician this week. We went over some results for some blood work and urine analysis that she had ordered. With regards to my kidney function, everything looks great. She said she doesn't want to see me for another year. With regards to, we might do some more in a year just to see how things are going, but I feel great. I recently returned to the gym. In the last 3 weeks, I've gone back a couple of times over the last 6 months, just sort of sporadically to see where I am, how things are feeling. I'm learning to respect my body and listening to it when it tells me that I need to slow down. Sometimes that's a challenge for people. Overall, the experience was really positive. As far as interrupting my life, it was about 8 weeks between for the time off, having the surgery, coming home, the recovery and whatnot. So 8 weeks is not a big deal. My sister-in-law struggled with kidney disease for, I think, close to a decade for the progression of the disease. So 8 weeks is doable. So I'm hoping, I guess, that if anyone is considering being part of this program, it's really well organized. I have nothing bad to say about it. The experience was positive from start to finish, and it gave my nephews their mom back, and my brother his wife back, and her family has, their sister and their daughter back, and I have my sister-in-law back. So all in all, I think my running joke is, if I was some kind of anatomical freak and had 3 kidneys, I'd kind of consider doing it again. My mom's not okay with that. She doesn't want to see me have surgery again, but all in all, it was positive, and I would do it again. And I hope that anyone that's considering it will take the time to reach out to the people and the coordinators that are involved in the program, ask questions, and explore the options. It's well worth it. It's a wonderful program, and I'm glad I did it.